Enzyme Tale presents Carbonic Anhydrase, featuring carbonic anhydrase and Zincorian, featuring water and featuring CO2. Once upon a time, in a busy city named Bodycouver, lived a hard-working cleaner who loved helping and keeping the city streets clean. He was the tidy cleaning hero named Carbonic Anhydrase. Carbonic anhydrase was particularly known for being a super efficient carbon dioxide cleaner. Carbon dioxide was a particular type of trash that was constantly produced in all of Bodycouver by well-known individuals who call themselves cells. Every morning and throughout the day, Carbonic anhydrase was spotted with his brother Zincorian. Zincorian was Carbonic's right-hand man. He was just like a magnet and was specially knowledgeable in keeping close connections with water workers who were always quick to offer their help to Zincorian and his brother, Carbonic anhydrase. Now, you may be wondering, how did Carbonic and his brother keep the city clean? Well, Zincorian began by calling a water worker over. Once the water comes in, Zincorian and water attach to each other and get ready to tackle the collected pile of garbage, and they become the ultimate weapon. Once Zincorian and water are secured and ready, they take the first CO2 pile they see and begin their famous work. One of the H's on the water leave the site and become a site for CO2 to accommodate. After Zincorian's and water's special method, CO2 waste gets converted into bicarbonate HCO3- recycling.
So clean.
This HCO3- is made into recycling, which is much easier for the city of Bodycouver to manage. And so this cleaning cycle continues over and over as CO2 piles up and is then needed to be converted. This cycle is kept going to maintain cleanliness, or pH, in Bodycouver. Now let's dive further into behind the scenes, the sciencey edition. A little background on what carbonic anhydrase is. Carbonic anhydrase is the enzyme that helps regulate pH, maintain acid-base homeostasis, and assists in the transport of CO2 in the body. To start off, this is our carbonic anhydrase circled in purple. We have a zinc 2+ and histidine residues surrounding the zinc. And then we also have an oxygen that contains a partial negative charge, which then gets attracted to the zinc and forms a bond. This helps transform the water into a much better nucleophile, which will then be able to react with the CO2 at a much faster rate. After this, a base comes in and attacks the hydrogen that is attached to the oxygen. After this interaction, we form a hydroxide, which acts as a nucleophile and so is able to attack the carbon on the CO2 molecule, displacing one of the pi bonds between the carbon and an oxygen. At this point, we have formed a bicarbonate circled in green, and the zinc helps to partially stabilize the negative oxygen by the positive charge noted in blue. Afterwards, a water molecule comes in and attaches to the zinc, which detaches the bicarbonate and reforms the enzyme back to its original form as seen in the first step. The end product, highlighted in purple, a bicarbonate anion, is then sent off to travel in the bloodstream, as this is an easier form for the human body to handle. Thank you.